In the biblical narrative, the story of the Great Flood serves as a stark warning about the consequences of human sin and disobedience. According to the book of Genesis, humanity had become corrupt and violent, prompting God to bring about a catastrophic flood to cleanse the earth. Only Noah and his family, along with pairs of animals, were spared from the deluge by finding refuge in the ark. Today, as we look at the state of our world, we can see parallels to the moral decay and disregard for righteousness that preceded the biblical flood. Our societies are plagued by greed, injustice, environmental degradation, and violence. We witness the devastating effects of climate change, with floods, hurricanes, and wildfires becoming increasingly frequent and severe. Inequality and poverty continue to afflict millions, while conflicts and wars ravage nations. Moreover, the proliferation of nuclear weapons poses an existential threat to humanity. Like the people of Noah's time, we often prioritize our own desires and ambitions over the well-being of others and the planet. We exploit natural resources without regard for the consequences, leading to ecological imbalance and the depletion of vital ecosystems. We perpetuate systems of oppression and discrimination, perpetuating cycles of suffering and injustice. The biblical flood serves as a sobering reminder that God will not tolerate sin indefinitely. While we may not face another literal flood, the consequences of our actions are evident in the environmental catastrophes and social injustices that afflict our world today. If we continue on our current path of moral decay and environmental destruction, we risk inviting upon ourselves our own form of divine judgment. Therefore, the story of the flood should serve as a warning to us all. We must heed the call to repentance and righteousness, turning away from sin and embracing a path of compassion, justice, and stewardship of the earth. We must strive to build a world where all people are treated with dignity and respect, where the needs of the most vulnerable are met, and where we live in harmony with the natural world. The biblical flood was not just a historical event. It is a timeless lesson about the consequences of human sin and the importance of living in accordance with God's will. May we learn from the mistakes of the past and work towards a future where righteousness prevails and the earth is healed.